Hello everyone, welcome to Focus Prep Daily Current Affairs session. Today we will be covering the 25th October most important current affairs and all the important static GK that you need to know for all these current affairs. Okay, so this is the PDF of today's current affairs and this is available in our Telegram channel. The link of our Telegram channel is given in the comment section. Please go to the comment section, click on the link, then you join the Telegram channel. There you'll get this PDF and also the topic wise weekly current affairs PDF have also been launched. Okay, there we have segregated everything topic wise. Okay, and we also give you all the static GK that you need. Okay, covering the static GK parts from here will prepare your GK section as well for your exam. Okay, if you keep on regularly following this, then this GK part will also be covered. Okay, now let's start today's current affairs. Kagiso Rabada becomes the fastest bowler to get 300 test wickets by bowling the least number of balls. Okay, so Kagiso Rabada, you have to remember the name. Now, what is the achievement? The achievement is of getting 300 test wickets by bowling this number of balls. You don't need to remember, but just know that this achievement, he has achieved this by bowling the least number of balls in which 300 test wickets have been taken. Okay, now he is from South Africa. He is a fast bowler from South Africa. Now, some of the other records that these kind of sports people hold, let's look into those. Sri Lankan off-spinner Muttiah Muralitharan holds the record for the most test wickets. So, the most test wickets have been taken by Muralitharan, right? Now, Muralitharan also has the highest ODI wickets. Okay, so One Day International, ODI stands for One Day International. So, both for test wickets and for ODI, Muralitharan holds the record number of wickets. Okay, and Dwayne Bravo from West Indies, he holds this record for T20 cricket. Most number of wickets in the T20 cricket is by Dwayne Bravo, right? Now let's see the next point. CCS approves new missile testing range in Nagayalanka in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, so these kind of missiles that are developed every year, DRDO develops them or some other organizations, these are tested, okay, in some ranges, and now you cannot test it within the city. So these kind of missile testing ranges, they are allotted so that here the testings can take place. Okay, so the new testing range that has been allotted is the Nagayalanka in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, now Nagayalanka will serve as an advanced facility for testing these various missiles. Okay, and who have approved this? The Cabinet Committee on Security. Who is the head of the Cabinet Committee on Security? It is chaired by the chairperson is our Prime Minister. Okay, so right now our Prime Minister is Mr. Modi. So he have approved this new missile testing range. Okay, now what are the other missile testing ranges that India already have? Let's look into those. The integrated testing range, it is located in Balasore, Orissa. Chandipur range also in Orissa. Wheeler Island, which is also called Abdul Kalam Island in Orissa, and Junpur in West Bengal. Okay, so most of these testing ranges are in Orissa. As you can see here there will be an A. You can understand this is Orissa, right? Just correct it in your PDF. Now, so all these testing ranges are mainly in Orissa, Balasore, Chandipur, and Wheeler Island. So one point of GK comes out of here that Wheeler Island is also called Abdul Kalam Island and it is located in Orissa. All right, and Junpur, where is this? This is in West Bengal. All right, and the new one, the new testing range, it is in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, remember this. Now let's see the next current affairs. Delhi government approves the special codes for people with disabilities. So Delhi government has recently approved for special dedicated codes which will only look after the need of the individuals with disabilities. And why has this been done? To make the judicial process more inclusive, so that the people with disabilities, they do not face any further problem. Okay, and to make swift justice, okay, to streamline all the legal proceedings. Our judiciary is a bit slow, because of the very large population and so many cases. These cases take years. Okay, so that is why different the courts have been created, family courts, so that can look after the families. Then there is also the lokpal, right? So these segregations have been done so that there can be more swift and more faster dispersion of justice. Okay, so now Delhi government have approved this special code for people with disabilities. Okay, now let's look into another very important current affairs. This year is the 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Okay, so this celebration has started by the government of India. So the government will commemorate his birth anniversary. Nationwide program will be held from 2024 to 2026. Okay, this is the 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Now we will look into why Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel is such an important figure. You know, and why is this being celebrated so grandly? So look here, he was born on October 31st, 1875, where in Gujarat. Okay, in Nadiad, Gujarat. You have to remember his birth date, I mean the year 1875, and where he was born. He was born in Gujarat. What other thing happened in 1875? From a historical perspective, modern history perspective, an organization was found in 1875. Do you know the name? Do you remember the name? It's the Arya Samaj, right? The Arya Samaj was also found in 1875, right? So this is, see, these are the techniques. This is how you remember things. If you connect some other information with these kind of current affairs, then you'll be able to better remember these. Okay, now his birthday is observed as the Rashtriya Ekta Divas from 2014, National Unity Day. And why National Unity Day? Because Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, played a very important role in uniting all the princely states. So when India got its independence in 1947, there were 550, see, we have mentioned here 550 princely states were there, who were then also ruled by the princes, right? So they were independent kingdoms within India itself. Now India was to be a democracy, so all these princely states, they were brought together under one constitution and under India by the effort of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So that is why his birth anniversary is every year celebrated as National Unity Day or Ekta Divas. Okay. Now, another thing you have to remember about him is that he is called the Iron Man of India. So, who is the Iron Man of India? Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. And the Statue of Unity, this was recently, inaugurated also. It is in Gujarat, the Statue of Unity. It is the world's tallest statue, right? This was very much in news 1 to 2 years back, right? This was the tallest statue that was built. This is in Gujarat. Okay, this height is 182 meters, Statue of Unity. Now, the title Sardar for Vallabhbhai Patel, this was given by the woman of Bardoli. Okay, sir, Sardar means the chief or leader, right? From during the Bardoli Satyagraha, this was given. This title was given by the woman of Bardoli. Okay. He is also referred to as the patron saint of civil servants for shaping the India's all India services. So all these all India services that falls under the UPSC exam, the IAS, IPS, all these were by the efforts Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, he shaped all these all India services. Okay, after independence. Urmila Chowdhury receives Global Anti-Racism Championship Award 2024. So she has won this award. She has been honored for her work as an indigenous rights defender and as an activist for gender and labor issues. So her work is in the field of gender and labor issues, and she has fought for the indigenous rights of these people, okay, the laborers. Now you see, she has also co-founded the Freed Kamlari Development Forum. Okay, what is this Kamlari mean? Kamlari refers to a bonded labor system which operates in the Nepal's Western Terai region. Okay, so this has been co-founded by her, and this is a bonded labor system in the Nepal's Western Terai system. So for all these efforts, she has won this award. So bonded labor, we call it begar. Over here we call it begar, right? In history, you have learned about Vishti. Have you learned this term? Vishti or Viti. In different terms, this bonded labor is, called in different regions. So, Kamlari is referred to in Nepal's Western Terai region, and her work also has been in this field. Okay. So, this Global Anti-Racism Champions Award, this is given globally, and who awards this? This is presented by the US Secretary of State, who is currently Antony Blinken. Okay. So, the US Secretary of State gives this award, and this award was established in 2023. Why? To combat systematic racism and discrimination worldwide. Okay, the awardees are nominated by the US embassies and consulates globally. Pravasi Parichai 2024 inaugurated by the Indian Embassy in Saudi Arabia. So our Indian embassies are present in Saudi Arabia. So this Indian embassy, they have now inaugurated the Pravasi Parichay 2024. Okay, and this edition of Pravasi Parichay, this was inaugurated in Saudi Arabia. This event was titled Classical Languages of India. So this was to highlight the importance of classical languages of India. Okay, now how many classical languages does India have? It has a total of 6 languages. Okay, it had actually a total of 6 languages. Now a few more languages have been included. Okay, so we'll learn about those also. So initially India had 6 classical languages: Tamil, Sanskrit, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam and Odia. Okay, now when were these added to the constitution? In the constitution, we have the 8th schedule. You have read about this in polity. If you have not, this is very important part. Okay, so all these classical languages, they are included in the 8th schedule of the constitution, and in this 8th schedule, all these languages were added gradually one by one in different years. So these years become important for you for your exams. Okay, so so we have mentioned it here, so you can do a quick revision from here. Tamil was declared the classical language in the year 2004. Sanskrit became classical language in 2005. Then Kannada and Telugu, they were given this classical language, title status in 2008. And Malayalam, this was included in 2013, and Odia in 2014. Okay, these years, and also in polity, when you learn about the amendments by which they were included, that also become important. Okay, so Tamil 2004, Sanskrit 2005, Kannada and Telugu 2008, Malayalam 2013, and Odia 2014. Now, in October 2024, recently some more classical language status have been given to some more languages. Which are these languages? Marathi, Pali, Prakrit, Assamese and Bengali. Okay, so all these languages, Marathi, Pali, Prakrit, Assamese and Bengali, they have also got this classical language status as of October 2024. So now currently we have 11 total classical languages recognized by our constitution. Okay, so if the question is asked in your exams that how many classical languages does India have, the answer will be 11 and not 6. Okay, not 6. 6 used to be your answer till before October 2024, but now if the question is asked, it's 11. Remember this. Okay, very important. Now let's see the next one. The second phase of the Bharat Chana Dal initiative have been launched in the Delhi NCR region. So the Union Food and Consumer Affairs Minister Shri Prahlad Joshi, he have launched the second phase of this Bharat Chana Dal initiative in Delhi NCR region. Okay, and what is the aim of this Bharat Chana Dal initiative? This scheme, this has been launched to release 3 lakh tons of chana stock from the price stabilization buffer and to the market. Okay, chana dal and chana whole in the market, they will release this from the price stabilization buffer. What is price stabilization buffer or price stabilization fund? So Indian government maintains a price stabilization fund in which it monitors and regulates the prices of the essential commodities. Whenever you talk about chana dal, what are these? These are pulses, right? So rice, pulses, these are all essential commodities only, right? So these are pulses. So for these, we have a system which monitors and regulates the prices of all these, essential commodities like oil also, and some other agricultural products like the pulses, rice, and so on. Okay, so this PSF, this was established in 2014 and 15 under the Department of Agriculture, Cooperation and Farmers Welfare. Okay, so under this, what happens is that the price is regulated. So whenever there is an excess, the government, they buy it and they keep it as a buffer, so that whenever the market needs it, they can release it in the market. So that is what the Delhi government is now doing. They are releasing this chana stocks, 3 lakh tons of chana stock into the market, okay, to increase the availability. All right, now this PSA, price stabilization fund, this was launched under the Department of Agriculture, Cooperation and Farmers Welfare, but now this has been shifted to the Department of Consumer Affairs. Okay, in 2016 only they shifted it under the Department of Consumer Affairs. So you have to remember that price stabilization fund, this comes under it is maintained by the Department of Consumer Affairs. All right, now let's see the next one. Australia named country of focus at the 55th IFFI in Goa. Okay, so the International IFFI stands for the International Film Festival of India. This takes place in Goa every year. So in November 2024, this festival will start. And this year, Australia has been named as the country in focus. Okay. Now about IFFI, we have mentioned that it was found in 1950, so 52, so it was started in 1952, okay, and it is held every year annually in Goa. Once a year it is held in Goa, and this is this Indian, International Film Festival of India. This is one of the Asia's most significant film festivals, okay, and the country of focus this year is going to be Australia. All right, now let's see a very, very important point of current affairs, okay. I will make a separate video, detailing, everything about BRICS summit and everything. Okay, here I will just mention to you the current affairs section, the current affairs that is in news. All the other, these abouts and all these details, I will make a separate video for you. In a 5 to 10 minute video, I'll explain everything. Okay, so that you can just go through that video once in your free time. You just listen to it, and then your BRICS, this whole part understanding will be cleared. Okay. Now see what the news was. The news is that the 16th BRICS summit has taken place in Kazan in Russia, and BRICS has expanded its membership. Okay, so the 2024 BRICS summit, this was held in Kazan, Russia from October 22 to 24th. Okay, and this summit has marked the inclusion of Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran and UAE following their invitation in 2023 summit. So they were invited and now they have been included in the BRICS organization. Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran and UAE. You have to remember these four names, okay? And where is it being held? It is being held in Kazan, Russia, all right? And where was it held last year? Last year in 2023, last year it was held in South Africa, okay? This is not so important, but sometimes questions are asked, okay? So South Africa, this was where it was held last year, and this year it is being held in Russia. Okay, now what was the theme for this year? The theme was strengthening multilateralism for fair global development and security. What is multilateralism? Multilateralism is that, in this, era of globalization, there is dependency, right, of all the nations on each other. There is economic dependency, there is social dependency. COVID showed very clearly, right, that we are dependent globally on each other, right? So to strengthen this multilateralism, this, global integration, that is the dependence of one country on the other, this global dependence, this multilateralism, okay, of various countries, this they want to strengthen, and for fair global development and security. This was the theme. Now look, a few important things took place in this BRICS summit. Okay, first of all, BRICS Pay was introduced as a new payment system offering an alternative to the SWIFT for the international transactions among its member nations. Member nations means between the member nations of BRICS, right? So BRICS Pay was introduced. This is an important point. And why? To offer an alternative to SWIFT. What is SWIFT? SWIFT stands for the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication. Okay, so if I want to write it, it will be Society for Worldwide Interbank, Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, Interbank Financial Telecommunication, okay, telecommunication, okay. So what is the SWIFT system? The SWIFT system is basically a global financial messaging network, okay, like you use different kind of apps like WhatsApp and others to send messages. So globally between the various banks, financial messages, important financial data, financial informations, these are exchanged through the SWIFT system, okay. This is a secure exchange, electronic information exchange system, so that securely, without any breach, these in different banks, these international banks, they can send the important information to each other, okay. So now to not to replace but to just bring a different alternative for the BRICS member nations, this BRICS Pay have been introduced, okay. Now let's see the next point. The Kazan Declaration. Why Kazan Declaration? This BRICS summit, this was held in Kazan. So the Kazan Declaration, this called for the reforms in the United Nations and supported the Palestine's full UN membership under the two-state solution. Now Palestine is not a full-time member of United Nations. So this year's summit, it has called for a full-time, membership of the Palestine in the United Nations. And see over here, one term this is mentioned, that under the two-state solution. What is this two-state solution? This is related to the Israel-Palestine conflict. The Israel-Palestine conflict has been going on. It has been going on since 1948 only. Okay, sometimes it peaks, sometimes sometimes it is a in a form of peace, but mostly the conflict has continued. Okay, so to resolve this conflict, various dialogues have taken place, various solutions have been put forward. One of these solution is the two-state solution. What does this two-state solution suggest? It suggests to give Palestine the right of a country. So many, these United Nations have many members. It has like around 193 members, right? Out of these members of the United Nations, all the countries do not consider Palestine as a country. Okay, so this two-state solution, this suggests that we should give Palestine the status of a country. Israel should be a country, Palestine should be a country, and that way we can resolve the conflicts. But that is yet in the process. Okay, so this was in Kazan declaration also, this was suggested that United Nations should give Palestine a full membership, okay, as a country. Okay, now discussions were also held for the use of one national currency for the trade among the BRICS countries. So this was another point of discussion, that all the countries, all the BRICS member countries, they should use one national currency for all the trades to ease the trade process. Okay, so now about BRICS, we have also mentioned a lot of information. Just go through these ones from your PDF. Okay, I will also explain everything in another separate video. Otherwise, this video will get lengthy, so please watch it from there. Okay, now let's see the next one. ITBP celebrates the Raising Day on October 24th. So the ITBP stands for the Indo-Tibetan Border Police, right? Indo-Tibetan Border Police was raised. It was started in October 2024 in the year 1962 after the Sino-Indian War. That is the India-China War that took place in 1962. After this ITBP was established, and this is one of India's 7 central armed police forces. So India has 7 central armed police forces, out of which one is ITBP. Okay. What is the function of ITBP? It serves as a border patrol police, okay, along the Indian borders with the Tibet Autonomous Region. So India and Tibet, the Tibet Autonomous Region, this border region is patrolled and by this police force, and they look in that there is no disturbances in the border. Okay. The slogan of ITBP, it is Shaurya, Dridhata, Karma and Nishtha, which translates to valor, determination, devotion to duty. Okay, we have read a lot of this kind of slogans, right? We read about the Indian Coast Guard also have their slogan. Do you remember? Comment it in the comment section if you remember their slogan. Then I mentioned to you the Indian Army's slogan in one of the current affairs sessions, right? So all this we have seen, and here we have mentioned the slogan for ITBP also. Okay. Another information about current affairs, Dara Singh Khurana, he was honored with the Mahatma Gandhi Leadership Award. Okay. Why? He was recognized for his impactful efforts in raising awareness about mental health issues. Okay. So this award, Mahatma Gandhi Leadership Award, was given to Dara Singh Khurana. Why? For his efforts in raising awareness regarding what? Regarding the mental health issues. Okay, mental health is important as our physical health, right? Maybe more, right? So that is all for today. Thank you everyone for joining in, and just go to the Telegram channel from the link given in the comment section. You'll get all the PDFs, all the MCQs. We conduct regular MCQ sessions based on these daily current affairs PDFs. You'll also get the weekly PDF. So everything you'll get there. Join that and subscribe to our YouTube channel and share it with your friends if anyone can benefit from it, if you are benefiting from it. Okay, that will help us provide you with the kind of content, the quality content that we want to provide you. Okay, so that's it. Thank you everyone.